4 Golf Yankee uniform G4 TPJ returning to you. Fine, Sam. Absolutely solid copy here. I'm sitting in the sunshine in the garden and it's fantastic. Okay, Sam, many thanks for the contact. Have a nice day and take care. This station G4 TPJ now clear. 73s.
Well, hey everybody, Daniel here from Basement Tech. Well, you saw in the opening clip the DMR radio that I got at Dayton. I thought maybe some of you were wondering, okay Dan, so did any of that stuff work? I thought I would do just a really quick video to bring you up to date on the things that I've discovered so far with those things I've purchased at Dayton. Well, here is that TYT radio. It's the MD-2017. Worked exactly as it should. I downloaded the software from TYT to program it. I did end up having to spend about, I think $10, $12 on a programming cable. So that's certainly a thing to watch for. Is the item you're buying complete with all of the accessories that maybe came with it? I may buy another battery, and that would be another cost of probably $30. So in addition to the discounted price I got for the radio, I may have to spend some money. Also, I reflashed the little micro SD that came with this this hotspot, and it works again exactly as advertised. I think I got a pretty good price, not an awesome price on this one, but it works perfectly. I reflashed it. I did also disassemble it and add a heatsink to the Raspberry Pi, but zero cost on that one. Zero additional cost on that one, and works exactly as it did when it came out of the box. I've made a few DMR contacts, and that's lots of fun. Just a couple other things. This was that 24 volt power supply, lights up and measures 24 volts on that connector. It may have, latent or overheating issues, I don't know yet, but I'm pretty confident that's going to work also as advertised. Scanning over this way a little bit, you'll see the Nano VNA. This is as much as I've done is power it up, so I'm happy about that. It has its own internal lithium-ion battery that does not look pillowed or anything. Pretty confident that one's going to also work as advertised once I do some research and learn the proper procedures for using all of these calibration slugs that are in there. Finally, over here, I did mention that this one, it works as a, you would expect it to work as a dummy load. The meter, however, seems to indicate about 50% of what I might expect compared to another meter, power meter, also in line. It does have this little calibration table. I did take that into account. I was running 2 meters. So I would expect it to be about the same. If anybody knows anything about these Army surplus dummy loads, please let me know in the comments. There is a slug of a sort inside that I need to do some research on to find out if in fact there's something I need to do there to make that work as advertised. Definitely the price of $10 was worth it, 10 or 20. Whatever I said in the last video before I peeled the price tag off, was definitely worth it. Again, if anybody knows anything about that, please let me know. Finally, I'll just jump up here to acknowledge this device, which is next to be tested on the bench to see if it does what it is supposed to do. I do have some software-defined radio dongles that I intend to use with them. Alright, well, one area where I was disappointed, and I probably should have seen it coming because these were used, were these batteries. I actually inquired when I was looking at them, had they been load tested, and the answer was yes, but clearly the answer was no. So the person who sold me these, you know who you are. I wish you would have been more forthcoming. Neither of these would hold any kind of charge. Well, I'm going to consider that success so far and continue to test the gems that I picked up at the 2023 Dayton Hamvention. I did want to close with just a few remarks regarding my approach to Mega Hamfest. I think first of all I go in with very low expectations, and that leaves me surprised when I find something really cool. I do go in with a list of things I'm looking for. Some of those things have been on the list for 10 years, but oftentimes I am surprised that I can find exactly the things that I have on my list for sale at a decent price. I guess the third thing is you're going to run into all kinds of sellers. Some who are cleaning out their house and are happy just to have their junk become your junk at a reasonable price, and others who feel like they should recover the retail price that they originally paid 10 years ago for a bare bones 2-meter transceiver. I often find that it's not fruitful to argue strenuously regarding their philosophy on pricing, but just state clearly what you're willing to pay. And that leads to the next point, which is you're always willing, you're always allowed to state what you're willing to pay, and a lot of times sellers will adjust their expectations based on the ability to get something off of their table. And finally, it's really just all about fun. Immerse yourself in the experience, find some good bargains, start some new projects, and have a lot of fun. Anyway, there you have it, Daniel's philosophy on Giant Mega Hamfest. If you like this kind of video, do give it a thumbs up. If you really like it, subscribe to the channel, and you can see videos regarding ham radio, CNC, microcontroller projects, and a lot of other things. So thanks. Bye.